As the leader of the Separatist droid army, General Grievous inspired fear throughout the Republic. Trained in all 7 forms of lightsaber combat by Count Dooku, and able to analyze the moves of his opponents, he traveled the galaxy, invading worlds and hunting Jedi, developing an obsession with collecting his prey's weapons as trophies. Though Grievous may not entirely live up to his fierce reputation on screen in Revenge of the Sith or the 2008 Clone Wars, his Legends kill count is ridiculously high. Today we'll traverse both canon and Legends timelines to account for each of his fine additions. By our count, there are over 30 of them. This is every single lightsaber in General Grievous's collection. Sifo Dyas. The very first lightsaber in General Grievous's collection, at least in Legends, once belonged to Jedi Master Sifo Dyas, the Jedi who placed the order for the clone troopers. This blue-bladed lightsaber wasn't won in combat, but rather was a gift from Count Dooku after Grievous's transformation into a cyborg, during which the blood of Sifo Dyas was also used in a transfusion to keep Grievous alive and attempt to grant him force sensitivity, which failed. This was overwritten in canon, as Sifo Dyas' lightsaber was instead recovered by Jedi Master Plo Koon on Oba Dia's moon well into the Clone Wars. Sema Du. The first Jedi that General Grievous killed himself was Sema Du. The cyborg was actually present at the Geonosis arena in Attack of the Clones, observing the ensuing battle within the arena, but was ordered not to interfere. Count Dooku believed he wasn't ready to engage a Jedi, and wished to keep his existence a secret for the time being. But, while the rest of Mace Windu's strike team rushed the arena to rescue Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Padme Amidala, Jedi Master Sema Du landed outside of the arena, delving deep into the Geonosian catacombs. There she became the first Jedi to encounter the monstrous Grievous. Though she fought valiantly, Du was overpowered and killed by Grievous, wielding an electro staff. Her green lightsaber was then added to his collection. 7 Jedi at the Battle of Hypori. Grievous's first public appearance against the Republic and Jedi Order was at the Battle of Hypori 4 months after the Battle of Geonosis. Grievous led a massive detachment of battle droids to attack a group of Jedi, and his tactics resulted in the obliteration of an entire Republic task force. The general first cut down Jedi Master Dockman Barrick as he attempted to request reinforcements from Kenobi and Skywalker, with 6 other Jedi, Tarsier, Sha Gi, Aayla Secura, Kakruk, and Jedi High Council members Ki-Adi-Mundi and Shaak Ti trapped in the remains of a downed ship. Grievous ordered his B-2 super battle droid troops to stand down, effectively surrounding the Jedi. Once Padawan Sha Gi, based on Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, ran screaming into the unprotected open, Grievous jumped on and killed him. The first to fall in the ensuing 4 vs 1 duel was Kakruk via a lightsaber slash, and Seer when his face was slammed into the ground and he was thrown away alongside Sakura. Ki-Adi-Mundi and Shaak Ti, the 2 Jedi High Council members, were beaten but not killed, though Grievous did take their lightsabers, and although we didn't see it, probably Sakura's as well. These Jedi went on to build new lightsabers and continued to fight in the war. Ahsoka Tano. This is our first case where the lightsaber didn't stay in Grievous's collection for long. In the early days of the Clone Wars, Grievous had captured R2-D2 with Anakin, Ahsoka, and the 501st attempting to rescue him and also destroy a Separatist listening outpost. The 2 Jedi were separated, with Ahsoka engaging Grievous in a duel. Severely outmatched at this point in her early Padawan days, Ahsoka was grabbed by the throat and disarmed. As Grievous gloated, Ahsoka was able to sever his hand, barely escaping and robbing Grievous of another trophy. Nahdar Vebb. After a few defeats at the hands of the Jedi, Count Dooku wished to test Grievous and lured Jedi Master Kit Fisto and Jedi Knight Nahdar Vebb to his lair on the 3rd moon of the planet Vasek. Though the 2 Jedi initially got the best of him, Grievous was able to separate them and make quick work of Nahdar Vebb, adding his blue lightsaber to his collection. Again, this one wouldn't remain there for long, as Fisto was able to recover it. Nebo. While Fisto and Veb search the lair of Grievous, they discover his trophy room, and Fisto picks up and examines a Jedi's lightsaber. In the Essential Episode Guide, it's revealed the weapon belonged to a female Jedi named Nebo, who went on a mission to protect refugees on the moons of the planet Sanjin before going missing, presumably killed by Grievous. We don't know anything else about Nebo, not even what she looks like. Eeth Koth, another council member and another entry that wouldn't remain with Grievous for long. Eeth Koth's Jedi cruiser was boarded by the cyborg near Seleucami. The Zabrak Jedi was forced to confront Grievous inside the ship's bridge. Though he managed to be a worthy opponent and possibly could have beat the droid general, he was eventually overpowered by Grievous's IG-100 Magna Guards. Taken hostage, Koth would soon be rescued by Anakin Skywalker, Adi Gallia, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Adi Gallia. Speaking of Adi Gallia, her blue lightsaber was also a temporary trophy of the generals. In almost the exact same situation as Eeth Koth, Gallia was captured by Grievous for a time before being rescued by Plo Koon and the 104th Battalion, recovering her lightsaber. Jamar, T'Choka Dune, Bedard Tone, and Flynn Kaibo. Before the Clone Wars, Jedi Masters Jamar and T'Choka Dune were sent to the planet Kali to resolve the Huk War, fought between the Kali's native Kaleesh and the invading Huk species, and supported the Huk, a decision that placed the Kaleesh in a state of destitution. One of the Kaleesh warlords who witnessed the Jedi's decision to not help them was Kaimin Jai Shalal, the future General Grievous, who never forgot about those two Jedi Masters. During the Clone Wars, Grievous had captured a Republic ambassador, and Jamar, Dune, and Dune's new Padawan, Flynn Kaibo, were dispatched for the rescue mission. Both masters were slain by Grievous, while the Padawan Kaibo escaped. Jamar's green lightsaber became one of Grievous's favorites, as he was said to have used it in his duel with Obi-Wan Kenobi on Utapau. After his master's death, Flynn Kaibo assembled a group of Jedi to seek out Grievous, including Jedi Master Bedard Tone. The two Jedi engaged Grievous in a duel, but were no match for the esteemed warrior. Tone was sliced in half by Grievous, and not soon after Kaibo, in a desperate move, cut open a nearby gas pipe, spilling it into the magma below, hoping to kill Grievous as well as himself in the ensuing explosion. Unfortunately for him, Grievous survived, and he did not. Karmal and the Bergrutfa clan. Jedi Master Karmal came under fire from the Jedi Council when he took on 10 Padawans at once in direct violation of the Jedi Code. While escorting his Padawans, Grievous boarded his starship with an army of B-1 battle droids. The Jedi Master was overpowered and shot several times, with Grievous claiming his lightsaber. Karmal actually survived and became a dark agent of Darth Sidious. Though the Bergrutfa clan were rescued, their lightsabers were also added to Grievous's collection. Soon, Bates. Scouting CIS installations on the planet Boz Pity, Master Bates was met with heavy droid resistance as well as the presence of General Grievous. Before Bates even had a chance to attack Grievous, the droid general swiftly killed the Jedi Master by crushing his skull. Fol Mudama, Binku Trilla, Roran Korob, Shakti, and Roth Del Masana. One of Grievous's most successful lightsaber treasure hunts took place throughout the Battle of Coruscant just prior to the beginning of Revenge of the Sith. With the goal of capturing Supreme Chancellor Palpatine, he had his fair share of encounters with Jedi. Jedi Knights Fol Mudama, Roran Korob, Binku Trilla, and Roth Del Masana were tasked with heading to the bunker that was to house Palpatine during the assault. When the four Jedi arrived, they met with Masters Shakti and Stas Ali, who had thus far been responsible for safeguarding the leader of the Republic. Under T's command, the four knights took the Chancellor and his guardsmen down into the bunker, while T and Ali remained behind to defend the entrance. While T and Ali were distracted, Grievous led a group of Magna Guards into the bunker and attacked the Jedi Knights. While Grievous toyed with them for a few moments, he decapitated Masana before cutting down Korob, leaving Mudama and Utrilla alone. Putting forth his best effort, Mudama charged the general, but was also cut down. Utrilla also died shortly after, and Grievous escaped with the Chancellor. Not long after their deaths, Master Ali came upon the bodies, noticing that all of the Jedi were missing their lightsabers. Unlike Stas Ali, Shaak Ti did run into Grievous, with the cyborg stealing her lightsaber for at least the second time. We'll get there in a minute. Pablo Jill and Lysilo Sajin. Before Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker made their way to rescue Palpatine from Grievous's capital ship, the Invisible Hand, other Jedi made their own attempts to do so. Two of these Jedi Knights included Pablo Jill and Lysilo Sajin. The two chased Grievous's shuttle in their Jedi interceptors and were dragged aboard his flagship in a tractor beam. Once inside the hangar, the Jedi immediately engaged Grievous in lightsaber combat. Despite holding their own well enough for the general to acknowledge them both as somewhat worthy opponents, ultimately they were no match for the cyborg's skill and agility as he stabbed downwards into each of their chests, killing them both. The Kaleesh collected both of their lightsabers and ordered their bodies jettisoned into the atmosphere as a warning to the Republic forces. Shaak Ti, again, maybe. This one is kinda unconfirmed. In a deleted Revenge of the Sith scene, Grievous stabs Shaak Ti right in front of Obi-Wan and Anakin. This fate for Shaak Ti was also hinted at in the Clone Wars Season 7.
What about the Chancellor? Shaak Ti has been sent to protect him, but Master Windu has lost contact with her.
However, another deleted death for the Master saw her killed by Anakin during his raid on the Jedi Temple, which has also been referenced in Clone Wars. Make of that information what you will, but we felt we had to mention it on our list. Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. We all knew this one was coming, so we'll make it brief. Once the two Jedi were captured by Grievous, he infamously put their lightsabers in his cape, where they remained for a grand total of about 10 to 15 seconds before Obi-Wan and Anakin took them back, thanks to a distraction by R2. Bane's Heart. Almost 1,000 years before the Clone Wars, the young Sith apprentice Darth Zana constructed a double-bladed red lightsaber as a test of her apprenticeship under the ruling Dark Lord of the Sith and creator of the Rule of Two, Darth Bane. The weapon was eventually named Bane's Heart after her master and one of the synthetic Kyber crystals that it housed. Centuries after Zana created and owned Bane's Heart, the lightsaber came into the possession of a Dark Jedi who, by the time of the Clone Wars, lost it in a fatal encounter with General Grievous. The saber staff was one of the cyborg general's earliest lightsaber trophies, but also the last he'd ever use. If you weren't aware, in the Legends, Grievous was sorta resurrected by Imperial scientists after his death at the hands of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now known as NK Necrosis, Grievous wielded the red saber staff for a time, but was soon killed once again on Kashyyyk by a group of spacers. But that's every single known lightsaber in General Grievous's collection. Let us know your thoughts on Grievous and his various trophies in the comment section. Come join us to chat more at our community Discord server, linked in the description. If you enjoyed today's Star Wars video, we've got more on the screen for you right now. Also make sure to drop a like, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe to join the Red Squadron. Until next time, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you. Red 5, standing by.